I have sprayed around 4 layers of putty on this now. 4 coats of putty. So now I can actually remove it from the base. And to do that, I need to make sure I grab just the support layer, not the actual object itself. I don't want to ruin it. So yeah. And then just grab, see, it comes off nicely. Put that aside very carefully. Check where you're grabbing. Now with these other pieces, I need to be a bit more careful because they're quite smaller. So I use smaller pliers. To detach them from the support. Keep in mind that the spacing between the support layer and the actual object is around 0.4 millimeters in the spacing. So we do have some spacing, so it's not fully attached, remember that. So that's why it comes off pretty easy, but still I'm being careful. So I still haven't sanded these a single bit, so I'm gonna have to do a lot of sanding after this gets removed. And there has been a bit of development of my design since I printed it on this support layer. And the development is that the way I secure the fingertips is by drilling a hole, actually. But well, I'm gonna drill a hole in these. The actual STL model is gonna have a hole pre-cut, and then I will stick in a kind of spike that goes at the end of the fingertip inside the glove, and the sandwich is between the glove itself and the fingertip. So you'll see. It was actually a really good idea that I'm really happy I came up with. But yeah, you might want to wear gloves for this, because you don't want the plastics flying about in your face. That would not be a good turn. There we go. And the last bit. I don't wanna grab the actual model itself. So I'm trying to be careful. There we go. Got it. So now I'm gonna bend this, and then I'll come back and start sanding. So as you can see, I drilled out the 4mm hole, which you won't have to do as it will be in the model already. But this will get the I don't know what to call it, the sandwiching thingy. Yeah, I don't know what to call it. You guys will see. So anyway, it's just straight down to sanding now. And I'm not going to use a sharp grit. I'm going to use around this, I think, 240 grit. And it's just a matter of repetition, really. And as you can see, my hands have been tattooed, so that is a bit new. So there will be inconsistencies in the video in terms of like some parts ahead of time or before. Yeah, ahead of time, I might not have tattoos, but since I'm making since I made a few of these, I filmed different parts at different times, obviously. So yeah, I'm mainly focusing on the outside, but I am going to do the inside as well for feels, so it feels good inside the glove as well. As you can see, like that. Like just wrap it around your thumb, your index finger, just turn it around. Just make sure it feels good inside the glove. And then you want to have a look at it close up as well, see if there's any major imperfections. Now you don't have to be too precise, because remember, this is like armor, so it's supposed to look worn, so it doesn't have to be perfect. So my main goal is just to get rid of layer lines, really, since at the tip is where you would see the prominent layer lines. And I won't be doing another coat of putty since I've already done 4. So there's only one session of sanding that I'm going to be doing for these, which should be more than enough, to be honest. But I am spending quite a few minutes per finger. It's been already, what, 2.5 minutes, I believe, for one finger, for one ring. Not finger, that'll be more for one finger, since there's 3 links per finger. That's more than enough for this one, so I'm going to put that aside. Move on to a bigger one. Start with the inside, because I can feel there's something on the inside that's prodding my finger. Get it out my way. It's probably where I drilled it. I think that's going to be the thumb. And as you can see, there is lettering inside which says 1, so this is definitely the thumb. Yep, the thumb it is, the large one. And you don't have to do this in one sitting, so do take time out, because this gets really boring in my opinion, the sanding process. So I might do a few rings now, pause it, come back a bit later, because it's a bit boring. But the results are really rewarding in my opinion. I mean, it looks amazing once it's finished. Feel it around. Go on the inside again. Do some close-up checks. How does it look? Looks pretty good. Move on to the next one. That one felt a bit quicker because we're now picking up the pace. Not picking up the pace, just we know what we're doing. Feel it on the inside. It's a bit prominent here. Let me go on the sharper grit for that area. Just to speed it up, because I want to take down quite a bit more here. Go back to the smooth one. So yeah, also, yeah, you can see I'm doing this underwater. And I'm using waterproof sandpaper. And this way I just believe it collects dust much better. So the dust doesn't go everywhere. Everything is contained. And your lungs are in better condition after this as well, because I can't tell you how much dust I've inhaled in my life. Not good for my lungs at all. And I prefer this over wearing a mask. Right, and I'm going to take a pause because I'm getting bored already. Let me just finish this one, and then I'll come back and do more fingers, more rings, fingers. Yep, that looks good to me. Right, I'm going to take a pause. So a few minutes have passed, like 10 minutes, let's do another one. Maybe I should start off with a sharper grit, because I feel like I do quite a bit before I actually move on. Get all the deep stuff out. Yeah, I think I should for every finger. Not finger, every ring. Yeah. However, the thing with the sharp grits is that it leaves scratch marks. I think this is around more than 100 range, so it is quite sharp. So I want to make sure I get rid of those deep scratches from the actual model. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I'll start off with a sharp one then. Should speed up the workflow quite a bit, I think. Yep, that looks good. And then repeat again with the finer grit. That will be all the thumb tips, not thumb, just the fingertips. All the fingertips done now, sanded. So there was 5 of them in total, and then we've got 10 more rings left. Wouldn't really call these rings, these are more like fingertips, but what would you call that then? Armour. Okay. Double check. Looks good to me. Actually, this area maybe a bit more. Right, gonna have another break. Okay, like an hour has passed, and let's continue. So let's just jump right in. Start off with number 3, which is the middle finger. Starting off with a sharp grip, just getting rid of any rough surfaces first. Okay. Then do a thorough check again. I use both my hands and my fingers. No, my hands and my eyes. And a bit of a field test as well with your fingers, yeah. Let's do the big thumb. By the way, all these prints are 100% infill, so they are quite tough. I mean, when it's that small, I mean, it should be 100% really. There's no reason why not to. think I'll do one more finger, then I'll have another break. I mean, I'm in no rush really, to be honest, anyway, so it doesn't hurt to just take breaks. Besides, I have other prints going on in the other room, and when they're finished, I need to set up another print. So it's good to alternate. Okay, that looks about right. And moving on to the smooth grit. Pretty much there with this one. Just give it a few more touch-ups. And yeah, that should be enough. Then we're gonna have a little break again. So this is 5, 6, 7, 8. This is the 8th ring that we've done. So we've got 7 left. Get that? Alright, boom. Let's keep going, innit? Like. Rough grit. Just much better starting off with a rough grit. Speeds things up quite nicely. That looks good. Now go on to the smooth grit. Got a bit of an itchy throat, so excuse me, guys. But we are halfway there, so we are getting there. Okay, is that good enough? I'll say so. Okay. Yep, that looks about good. Move on. Believe it or not, this is tiring and boring. However, if you use a resin printer, this should be much easier. I still don't have a resin printer, so I'm not very experienced in that. Well, not experienced at all. Haven't even used one. That should be good. Yep. I'll do one more and then I'll have another break. Let's do a big one. A big. It's my favorite one. It's the middle link. So this piece actually consists of 3 armor pieces actually, but I thought the best way to make them wearable is to merge them into one piece, and I actually think that came out really well. want to be quite careful with how I sand this piece because there's a lot of detail in this one. This looks really good, to be honest. Okay, what about actually the bottom link, the middle link? This needs rounding. Yeah, that's good. Okay, is that good enough? Not yet. Let's have a review. Looks about right to me. Yeah, I think that'll do now. Yep, I'll leave that. And so that's 4 left. I'll come back to it in a bit. Okay, right, let's finish these up. I've got 4 left. And I won't be taking like the whole day to do this because I've been doing other projects at the same time. So yeah, let's get this done. I think I put the smoother grit in the other room. I'm gonna have to pick that up, I think, in a minute. You know what, I could just do the rough one, or there. I could just do the rough sanding first, then I could get the smoother grit sandpaper. Ooh, what the fuck, that hurt. Weird. Okay, is that enough for this piece? Yep. Why is my finger hurting? Weird. Okay, is that enough for this one? Looks about right. One finger left. One ring left. Okay. Man, processing all these is not fun. So I puttied them around 3 times, and then I done a sanding, and that sanding took me around 2 hours, I think, to do like 30 fingers. An hour to 2 hours. I took a few breaks because it's freaking boring and it's repetitive. Now I'm gonna do some more putty coats because look, there's you can see it needs filling. These bits especially. The middle link. But then again, we're looking at close up, like this goes here, so they are miniature, you know.